Hi everyone, my name's Mel. I thought I would start things off here by first of all welcoming you to Movement with Mel. I'm very excited that you are joining me. So I thought I would get on here and just introduce myself and give you a little bit of background on me so that you get to know me a little bit better, and I thought I would share with everybody why I decided to do this and to share it with other people. So I'm originally from the States. Moved up to Canada about 10 years ago with my family. I was going to uh, record this a couple hours ago, and there were just so many distractions and so many noises. But I just realized that that's probably going to happen. In our house we have two dogs, a cat, four kids, and my husband and I. Um, so very busy and almost never have quiet and zero interruptions. So we're just gonna go for it. I've got Bella right here with me now. This is my kitty Bella. Um, so I'm kind of down in her space right now, so she's coming to me wanting some attention. So I was also hoping that that my space for this would be a little bit more finished before I started, but that also has not happened. Things don't always go as we hope that they will, I guess. So I'm just gonna go ahead with it, and so some of this may look a little bit better in the next few weeks, hopefully. But I thought I would just, just jump on here and give you, like I said, a little bit of background. So I told you I had moved up here about 10 years ago with my family, and so we've been living in Canada, love it up here. So about 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune condition called ankylosing spondylitis. So it's a rheumatologic condition that's very painful and has different periods of flare-ups, different times when pain is more severe. It typically affects your spine, but it can also affect peripheral joints. So this most recent flare-up that I've been in is affecting my hands a lot and my feet. So the reason that I wanted to start this channel is because, like I said, I've been in this bad flare-up for honestly probably about a year and a half, maybe 2 years, and I do see a rheumatologist. I am on medications and trying to get things under control that way, but I wanted to get back to being more active, and in hopes that that would help with my pain. So when I set out about a month ago, probably a little bit longer than that, so about 6 weeks ago, I thought, okay, I need to find something that I can do at home because of COVID, for one thing, but I just also have realized that I'm more likely to do something if it's more accessible, if I can do it at home. And so I set out looking for something that I could do with some of my limitations and my pain, but that would also keep me moving and hopefully feeling better. So um, basically what happened is I had a lot of trouble with finding a program, or even did YouTube searches trying to find yoga um, classes, yoga channel, different like light exercise programs that would work for me. And so I tried a yoga course. It was an online course, actually. A local yoga studio had been posting their classes because of COVID. So I thought I'd give it a try. Did a drop-in class. It was actually a back care class. So I thought, okay, perfect. And it was a lovely class, but by the time I was done, I was almost in tears. I was in so much pain. I actually had to have my husband like heat up my dinner and cut it up for me because it was just really bad. So anyways, tried a couple of other different things. Talked with some friends from my support group to see if they had some ideas, and kind of felt like I just was coming up sort of empty-handed. So I ended up doing this 30-day workout program. I just finished it on Friday. Or was it yesterday? Actually, yesterday. So just finished it yesterday, and basically what it was is it was a 15-minute workout every day for 30 days, and when I first started it, I thought, oh gosh, this is gonna be bad. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do this with my pain and with my limitations. But I really wanted to be able to kind of push past that and see what happened if I just tried to stick with it, tried to, you know, do as many modifications as I could. So I did. I ended up doing it. And if you're interested in something that's a bit more for like strengthening and a little bit more active, I would highly recommend this. It's the Betty Rocker program, and so I went into it like not really wanting to do it for weight loss, although I do want to lose more weight, but I basically just wanted to move my body every day to prove to myself that I could do it, and to also see what kind of effects it had on my body because of my autoimmune condition. So it was awesome. I did have a lot of pain throughout, but I did the modifications, and I really feel like it has helped my energy and even decreased some of my pain. So definitely been some really positive things that came of it. But the biggest thing was just that I was able to stick to it for 30 days. I moved every day, moved with purpose every day. And so about halfway through, I thought, you know what, I need to do this longer term. I need to hopefully inspire other people who have chronic pain or autoimmune conditions, or just are looking for a way to just move with a purpose, like I said, every day. So that's what Movement with Mel is all about. It's about just moving with purpose, moving for health and wellness. Yeah, so all that you need in order to do this with me, I'm hoping that I will be able to post things a couple days a week. Oops, this shut off on me. Okay, it's still going. My screen just shut off. Okay, yeah, so I'm obviously not an expert at doing this. Okay, so the plan for this channel, for Movement with Mo, is just I'm hoping to post a video 3 times a week. I'm going to aim for Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I'm thinking probably Mondays we'll just try to do some yoga, you know, start out the week kind of slow and stretch, that sort of thing. And then Wednesday, I was thinking maybe some fun but easy dance type stuff, or light exercise type stuff. And then the third day of the week, hopefully Friday, we'll mix it up. Maybe some bar ballet, if any of you have heard of that, or just some sort of fusion type movement, maybe a little bit of Pilates. We'll see what I can come up with there. But I've learned a lot of really neat stuff with that Betty Rocker program, so I will try to incorporate maybe a move here or there that I learned from that, usually with modifications. So yeah, and so we'll just go from there. If you guys have requests, suggestions, certainly feel free to send those to me. I'm hoping that that I'll get some people on the Facebook page as well, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to do some live posts on the Facebook page. We'll see if that works out. But yeah, so that's a little bit of the background and kind of what I'm hoping to do with this. If you have friends or family who have chronic pain, who are looking for some motivation to just move every day, like I said, for their well-being, feel free to invite them to check this out. And yeah, so I thought for today I would just do like the intro to me, and then I thought I would also show, I don't know if this will work out, if you'll be able to see me very well. That's something else I've been trying to work out the snags with that. I'm not a very techie person, so trying to just figure out where to put the camera and if you'll be able to see me good enough. So we'll give it a try. I'm just gonna, we'll just keep it short for this time, for the first time. But one thing that I learned that I really have loved is something called sun salutations. So this is something that a lot of people who practice yoga, they'll know what this is, or maybe you've heard of it at least. So it's typically a series of yoga moves that are connected and kind of flow together, and it's just, some people practice it every day, every morning, whenever, and it's just, yeah, it just wakes you up and helps you stretch and helps you to feel good, hopefully. So I'll show you that, and maybe we'll do a couple of them together. And what else did I want to say? Oh, okay. So as far as equipment, I'm hoping that we don't really need any equipment for this. You can see I've got a couple of things behind me or with me here. So my purple yoga mat here, if you have a yoga mat, that's great. I'll try to maybe post a link or something to the one that I got recently, just because I really like it. It's really cool. It has like little markings on it. I don't think you'll be able to see it at the moment, but it has like little lines and markings on it, and I've really liked that because it helps me to kind of make sure I'm keeping my body in line, or make sure I'm putting my hands in the spot that I want them to be in, that sort of thing. So it's just, yeah, I just really like it, and it's kind of an eco-friendly yoga mat, so it's not made from all the yucky chemicals and stuff. So yeah, so if you have a yoga mat, great. If not, that's okay. I don't know that we'll use the yoga ball much, but I really do love that. So, and actually I think I got this from Walmart a couple years ago for like $10 or $15. And I really love it, especially if you have joint pain, but you still want to be able to do some exercises. I do sit-ups on it, which is really cool. Maybe I can show you guys that sometime. What else? I do have some 8-pound weights. I don't use these too much, but maybe we'll use them at some point. And anything that we do, feel free to modify however you think you need to. I will try to show some modifications. A lot of the stuff that that I do is already modified from like its original form, but certainly very important to make sure that that you try to prevent any injury or strain on your body. We don't want that to happen, so please, like, if something is hurting you, or you think that something's going to hurt you or bother your joints, you know, modify or just watch and just kind of move in whatever way, you know, you feel like you can, just to join us in moving, because that's the main point. If you're here to lose weight, it's probably not going to happen. But if you're here to move and just feel healthier, feel a little bit better, then you're in the right place. So I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that we're going to try this together. And yeah, so is there anything else as far as equipment? Okay, so I mentioned about like trying to prevent, you know, strain or injury. So always try to keep in mind, you know, keeping your body in good alignment. So with yoga, you'll often hear, and I'm not an instructor, I'm not an exercise instructor, I'm not a yoga instructor, so I'm not a professional with this. I'm just a fellow autoimmune warrior who just wants to help other people move every day. So anyways, but you'll hear yoga instructors, exercise instructors remind you to keep your body in good alignment. So, you know, to keep your knees in line over your toes and not to have them go over your toes. That's probably something you've heard. So just, you know, slow down when we're moving and just try to be mindful of that, and, you know, make little adjustments if you need to as we go. What else? Is there anything else I need to share with you guys? So I was a gymnast for most of my life. I was a gymnast, and then I was a gymnastics coach. So even though I have a very painful autoimmune condition, I do have a lot of flexibility still. So if you're wondering how I'm able to do some things, even with my pain, that might be one reason. And I was in the U.S. Army for 4 years, so definitely have always liked being an active person. So yeah, hoping that some of that comes through in what we're doing. But let's try. I'm going to show you, and I think at the beginning of each video that I do, I think that I'll try to just demonstrate the things that we're going to do before getting into actually doing them. So yeah, so I'm going to slowly show you the sun salutation, and this is very modified. This is kind of my own version of a sun salutation. So, and like I said, if you need to modify even more for yourself, then please do. So the modifications that I'm making are mostly because I have pain in my hands and my fingers, and in my feet, more so with my hands. If any of you have done yoga, you'll know that it can sometimes be hard on your wrists and your hands. So, so these are the modifications that I'm making for that reason. So I'll try to go slow and just show you one slowly, and then we'll see if we can do a couple together. Okay. Thinking maybe I should do it facing this way. Let's see if you can still see me. Well, you can't see my head, but that's okay. I'll try to adjust it a little bit. You probably still can't see my head. It's okay. Okay, so we're going to start in mountain pose, which is just feet, shoulder width apart, just hands resting open at your sides. And we're going to sweep our arms up, looking up at the sky or at the ceiling. Bring your hands together in front of you to heart center here. Oh, there goes my screensaver again. Sorry. Okay. I gotta keep an eye on that. Okay. Okay, so let's try that again. Mountain pose, we're here. Sweep your arms up, hands together, come down to heart center. Another really important thing that I'll mention here is your breathing. So whether we're doing yoga or anything else, make sure that you're aware of your breathing, taking some good deep breaths for good oxygen. Okay, so we're at heart center here. We're going to do a forward fold. So we're going to just lean forward. If you're able to touch the ground next to your feet or just in front of your feet, that's good. If you can't reach that far, that's also okay. So this is forward fold. The next part, we're going to put our hands just below our knees. Hopefully you can see that. And you're going to straighten your back like this. This is called halfway lift. Okay. Now you're going to put your hands down again onto the mat and come into a squat. The next part, you're not going to be able to see my feet or my legs very good, but so we're going to keep your hands on the mat, and you're going to step your feet back. You can go to your knees here. Let's see if I can adjust. I'm going to have to figure out camera stuff for next time. Okay, so we're on our hands and knees here. We're going to go down to our elbows. The next part is an elbow plank. Again, to save our hands. That's what I need anyways. So if you want to do a regular plank, that's okay, if your hands aren't a problem. So I'm going to do an elbow plank. So I'm going to come down to my elbows here like this. I like to put my clasp my hands together, and then toes go back, and we straighten our body as best you can. Hold for about 3 seconds, 5 if you want. Okay, and then you're going to relax and come down onto that. Keep your hands next to you. Hopefully you can see me a little bit. The next thing that we're going to do, we're going to push up to what's called upward dog, upward facing dog. So you're going to just push up. Keep your legs and your feet flat. You can adjust if you need to. So try to keep your shoulders just above your hands. This should be a nice stretch for your back. If that's too much for your back, you can bring your hands out so that it's not stretching so much. You can bend your elbows a bit if you need to. So this is upward facing dog. So now we're going to come back to hands and knees here. And you're going to sit back onto your feet. And this is called child's pose. So you're going to come back, sit onto your heels, push your hands forward. Again, this should be a nice stretch in your back. You can rest your head if you'd like to. This is child's pose. And then come again to hands and knees. Come back to a squat position here. And now we're going to do that forward fold again. So all you're going to do is basically just lift up here. Again, if you can't, if that's uncomfortable for you, just bend over as much as you can. This is forward fold. Now this time, instead of doing halfway lift, we're going to do one of my favorite things. I love this. So it's called ragdoll. So you're just going to grab your elbows here and just try to hang. So drop your head. And it should feel really nice and stretch at the back of your legs and also in your back as well. So just hang. That's called ragdoll. And then now to finish our first sun salutation, we're going to just sweep our hands up again and come back to heart center. And I know you can't see me when I'm standing there. Okay, so that is my modified version of a sun salutation. So hopefully you got some of that with my muffled talking there. I'm going to try to keep this pointing down a little bit and maybe even turn it to see if you can see me a little bit better. So we're going to try and see if we can do 5 of these together. Okay, so you can slow it down if you need to. I'm going to go pretty slow anyways. So we'll see if we can go all the way through and kind of make it flow a little bit better. And we're going to see if we can do 5 of them together and see how that goes. Okay? All right, here we go. So we're going to start in mountain pose. Feet about shoulder width apart, planted nicely in the ground. Hands open and relaxed. Okay, here we go. Arms sweeping up, hands together, heart center, forward fold, halfway lift, down to squat, back to your knees, hands and knees. Get ready for your elbow plank. Elbow plank. 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. Hands at your side. We're going to do upward facing dog. Come down again. Push up to your hands and knees. And sit back to child's pose. 3, 2, 1. Hands and knees. Step up to your squat. Another forward fold. One of my favorites. Rub your elbows for ragdoll. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Remember to watch your breathing. And we're going to do a second one. Start again. Hands to heart center. Forward fold again. Halfway lift. Down to squat. Back to hands and knees. Get ready for your elbow plank. Feet back. 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. Next is upward facing dog. Push. Lower yourself down again. Hands and knees. The child's pose. Hands and knees to squat. Raise to forward fold. Keep your breathing still. ragdoll. That's 2. Let's go for 3, sweep up, forward fold again, halfway lift, down to squat, back to hands and knees, get ready for your elbow plank, elbows, plank for 3, 2, 1, lower down, get ready for upward facing dog, push up, watch your breathing, to your hands and knees, sit back into child's pose, hands and knees again, to squat, lift to your forward fold, ragdoll, and that's 3. Let's do 2 more. Sweep your arms up, hands to heart center, forward fold again, halfway lift, to your squat, get ready, go back, hands and knees, get ready for your elbow plank, plank, 3, 2, 1, lower down, get ready for upward facing dog, and push, hands and knees, sit back in child's pose, hands and knees again, to your squat, lift to forward fold, ragdoll, that's 4, we're going to do 1 more, sweep your arms up, adjust if you need to, I'm cut off again, thanks for being patient with me. Okay, so we're on our last one, so we did sweep your arms up, hands at heart center, forward fold, lift, squat, hands and knees, get ready for your elbow plank, elbows, plank for 3, 2, 1, lower yourself down, get ready for upward facing dog, push up, hands and knees, sit back for child's pose, hands and knees, be aware of your positioning and your breathing, squat, forward fold 1 more time, and ragdoll, take a couple of nice breaths, and sweep up again, hands at heart center, good, feels good, okay, hopefully you enjoyed that, hopefully that felt good. Yeah, so like I said, if you have any comments or feedback, please feel free to reach out to me, and hopefully we'll see each other again on Wednesday. So that's the goal. Hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, keep moving. Bye.